Sometimes war isn't won by armies or generals. Sometimes it's decided by one man. One heartbeat, one burst of courage 20,000 feet above the Pacific. December 17, 1944. The morning sun burned over the Philippines. Major Richard Ira Bong, the pride of Wisconsin, climbed into the cockpit of his P-38 Lightning. He was just 24, but already America's top fighter ace. That day was meant to be routine. But before sunset, Bong would carve his name into the sky forever. He looked at his wingman and said through the radio, "Let's show them what lightning can really do." Before he became the greatest American ace, Richard Bong was just a farm kid from Poplar, Wisconsin. He grew up helping his father in the fields and staring at airplanes slicing through the clouds. He didn't dream of glory, he dreamed of flight. In 1938, he joined the civilian pilot training program. When Pearl Harbor was attacked in 1941, Bong didn't hesitate. He joined the U.S. Army Air Forces, trained on fighters, and quickly proved he was born for the sky. Instructors said, "Bong doesn't fly the Lightning flies for him." By 1943, Bong was flying with the 49th Fighter Group in New Guinea. His twin-engine P-38. Lightning became his weapon, his home, and his art. He never fought head-on. He struck fast, disappeared, and returned before the enemy even saw him. His comrades called him the Cowboy of the Clouds. Japanese Zero pilots learned to fear that silver silhouette diving out of the sun. Because if you saw Bong's Lightning, it was already too late. By mid-1944, he destroyed more than 30 enemy planes. But on December 17th, everything changed. That morning, Bong was assigned a simple patrol over San Jose, Mindoro. Clear skies, quiet radio. Then radar lit up more than 20 enemy fighters approaching the American fleet. There was no time to wait for help. Bong and his wingman, Lieutenant Thomas Malone, pushed their throttles forward and climbed. Through the clouds, they saw a swarm of Zeros and Ki-43 Oscars heading for the ships. "Here we go," Bong said calmly. He dove straight into the formation. His first burst ripped apart a Zero. The second sent another spinning into the sea. 3 down in a minute. A fourth tried to climb. Bong rolled, fired, and turned it into flame. The sky was chaos. In less than 20 minutes, Bong shot down 7 enemy planes alone. His wingman yelled over the radio, "You're outnumbered, pull out." Bong laughed. "I'm not outnumbered, I'm just surrounded by targets." When he landed, his Lightning was riddled with bullet holes, fuel almost gone, guns empty. The squadron rushed to him, cheering. Bong had done the impossible, 7 enemy fighters down in one mission. Reporters called him a hero. He just smiled and said, "I was just doing my job." By early 1945, he had 40 confirmed victories, making him America's top fighter ace. President Franklin D. Roosevelt personally awarded him the Medal of Honor. Bong accepted quietly and said, "The real heroes are the ones who didn't make it back." The room fell silent. After so many missions, the Air Force finally pulled Bong from combat. They didn't want to lose their best pilot. He became a test pilot for America's first jet fighter, the Lockheed P-80 Shooting Star. August 6, 1945. The same day Hiroshima was bombed. Bong took off for a routine test flight over California. Minutes later, the engine failed. He tried to eject, but it was too late. The plane crashed near Burbank. Richard Bong was gone at just 24 years old. That night, America mourned quietly, while the world burned loudly. Today, in Superior, Wisconsin, stands the Richard Bong Veterans Historical Center, a tribute to the boy who ruled the skies. His P-38 Lightning, nicknamed Marge after his wife, still gleams in museums across America. Cadets in the U.S. Air Force still study his tactics, his discipline, his precision, his calm under fire. And every time a fighter jet screams through the clouds, somewhere in that roar is the spirit of Major Richard Bong, the farm boy from Wisconsin who took on the impossible and won. So the next time you look up and see a plane cutting through the sky, remember the ace who shot down 7 enemy fighters in a single day and never called himself a hero. This was Major Richard Ira Bong, America's top fighter ace. If you believe true heroes should never be forgotten, hit that subscribe button and stay with us because history deserves to be remembered.